Welcome to our channel. I am your host, Kimberly Tyler,
And I'm your other host, Crystal Ryan.
and this is Friendship.
Let's get it.
So glad to be back with you guys this evening or afternoon, whatever the hell time it is when you're listening to this. But if you guys remember from our previous episode where we had stories that we told and we wanted you guys to guess which one was ours. So we will.
All right, girl. What one out of the three, the good, the bad, and the ugly, was yours?
I had ugly. I had
Yes.
the guy that was not happy with my text message communication. Just
I
crazy.
already knew that, y'all. As soon as she says school bus driver, I was like, oh no.
I know, right?
It was funny.
I'm curious to know what were yours because, like, a couple of them sounded like they could be yours, like especially the bad and the ugly.
So my real one was the bad one of the girl calling the whole time we were trying to like hook up or whatever. So
What was happening with that?
So like that was I was like the beginning of senior year. I was talking to that guy named Sean, and he was super cute. And we'd been talking for like weeks about like hanging out and whatever. So we go on this first date and it's all good until we get back to his place and this phone is going crazy. And she's like, I know you're in there with somebody, and I'm just like, I want to go home.
I didn't realize that was like a high school story.
Yeah. That whole like talking to each other thing, like the whole thing was kind of just crazy. He was one of the ones. He was before Keith.
Mm-hmm.
And do you remember? I'm gonna say, you remember Gary?
Yeah.
Okay, you remember how when I was dating Keith, Gary'd be like, I'm sitting in the front seat. I'm like,
oh, yeah.
No, you're not. No, you're not. You know why you're not? Because I'm sitting in the front seat. That's my seat. So I don't know how Gary keeps ending up around the people I'm dating, but he was also friends with Sean and did the same thing when I was dating Sean.
Oh my gosh, I totally forgot about that too. Damn.
He's like, they came to pick me up, and Gary's in the front seat, and he's gonna like, well, get in. And I was like, I'm not going if I'm sitting in the back seat.
Yeah.
I'm not going. And then even like Sean's kind of looking at him like, bro, get in the back seat. You're about to mess up all my game. I need you to get in the back seat. And he threw a fit. So
that's crazy. Doesn't he know that it's passenger pussy?
No, girl, because remember he rode a bike up until I don't know how old.
That's true.
I don't know. I think I'd already had Bub, and that kid was still riding a bike, and he is the same age as us.
Gary, if you're listening, I hope you've taught your kids the rule.
I just don't. Like, Sean was nicer about it than Keith was, but Keith was like, what the fuck are you doing? Get out of my front seat.
See, he should have known better with Keith, especially. Keith is not playing that. So now that you guys know the answers, how well did you do? How well do you know your fellow podcasters?
How well do you know your friends?
That's right. What about your friends?
What about your friends?
They're like, these bitches always be singing.
Some old stuff, too.
I know.
I still listen to old stuff. I don't care.
Yeah, that's just the best stuff.
And I like some new stuff. I'm not gonna act like I don't, but I mean, do we see the shirt today? And it's the old Blink shirt. it's the Tom, Mark, and Travis show shirt. So
oh, we're getting up there. That's okay.
Let's not talk about that. I don't want to talk about that.
But that's cool because today we're going to talk about the guilty pleasures.
We all got them.
Oh, yes, we do. And whether you know it or not, there's always something.
Yes. I actually got online, did a little searchy search, and I came up
Okay.
with a list that I thought
Oh,
was kind of interesting. Um, the article is called 21 Guilty Pleasures We Refuse to Stop
ooh,
Indulging in. And it is on fairygodboss.com.
okay.
So I thought it was pretty cool. It was posted actually this year, this month. So fairly new. Fairly new.
Nice.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
Number
That happens.
All right, so number 1 is dancing like no one's watching.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, I'd say we're all pretty guilty.
Oh, yeah.
Even my significant other likes to laugh because every time I'm cooking dinner, I be in there just I don't know.
Yeah, shit. The kitchen and the living room are like the best places to do your
Yes,
choreography, okay? Like,
yes.
that is when
So
the best hits are made.
yes.
Okay.
Number
Yes.
2, and I know I'm guilty. Creeping on people's Facebook, Instagram, or any other social media.
Sometimes when the mood strikes, I will, especially if it's someone I don't like.
My favorite is like what I'll end up doing is I'll look at somebody that I like may know or whatever,
Yeah.
and then I'll see someone comment. I'm like, ooh, I remember them, and then I click them, and then I'm checking on who they're dating. I mean, it's like a whole web.
You be going down the rabbit hole of this
Right?
person.
Like, why am I going this deep? And then the next thing you know, it's been like 47 minutes. You're like, shit.
You didn't like went on her or his like family, aunts and uncles pages and shit.
Oh my god, that's so true. All right, number 3, which I don't really know why it's on here because I feel like it's not really a guilty pleasure, but sleeping in. If I can
Oh,
sleep in, I'm sleeping in.
that's me all day. I am never a
Right?
morning person, so
And then number 4, I think you're going to be guilty of this one,
oh
and I
no.
have been in the past.
Okay.
Binge watching reality TV.
Oh yes. Y'all know I love me some reality TV. Let me be on reality TV and it's popping.
It's the dream.
Like it just takes you out of your reality for a little bit, you
Oh,
know? So it's nice to be able to see people have drama that has nothing to do with you.
like one of mine that I was gonna mention, which I'm just gonna mention it now. Like my reality TV binge is 90 Day Fiance,
Oh,
and all that goes with it.
are you watching like the newer ones where they're all in that house together?
I watched some of that, but I tried to make it through all the other stuff before I started getting into that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've got a little ways to go, but me and Kayla were guilty of some 90 Day Fiance for a while.
Yeah. Me and CJ, we used to watch it when it would come on, but it's been a long time since we did. I've only
Yeah,
been seeing like highlights off of YouTube and stuff.
yeah.
But yeah, it's once you get into it, it is hard to not look at.
It's bad. Or if it pops up like on my TikTok, I'll be indulging in it.
Yes. Especially because Angela's ass, she is so crazy.
And the guy without a neck, I love when his stuff pops up.
Oh, what's his name? Oh my god,
Can't think. I cannot think, but he kills me. Oh man.
man. I think my reality TV shows that I can binge is definitely like Vanderpump Rules. Y'all know I love that.
She's only mentioned it a time or two, y'all.
Bravo, girl. What can I say?
There's nothing wrong with that.
Because I love me some housewives too. All right, girl.
I
What
haven't really got into the housewives, but I
girl?
know a lot of people do. I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Potomac is probably my number one pick, but
Yeah.
Atlanta used to be my number one, but then it started getting boring.
Yeah.
So I'm interested to see like what the new season coming up is going to be because some older characters that left are like coming back.
Oh,
So
that'll be cool.
yeah, so hopefully it's better this time.
And I think like my obsession with like reality popped up back in like high school, maybe even middle school
Yes,
when I used to watch
the
like The
real
Real World.
world. Dang,
Like
we so old.
New Orleans was my season. I could have watched that on repeat.
Oh man, I haven't seen that one in forever. I can't even remember the people that are on that one.
Oh, I can remember. There was that Mormon girl, and then there was Matt, the blonde, spiky hair guy. He was so millennial. It wasn't even funny.
Man,
So yes, I loved me some Real World.
yes.
So
And then you have the challenge.
yeah, yeah. And like Singled Out, I used to love Singled Out
Oh
on
my
MTV.
gosh, I forgot about that show.
And then when I got older, I definitely watched some like Flavor of Love and Rock of Love.
Oh
Which one?
yeah, I definitely saw the Flavor of Love ones because I was like, "Who is trying to be with this cockroach?"
Oh,
He
I
had to
almost watched.
go on twice.
No, I know, and I only watched his just because the girls were so catty on his. Like I loved it, but I
Yeah,
watched Rock of Love because I secretly was like, "How do I get on this show?" Like, and then Keith's like, "You got an old man fetish," and I'm like, "Whatever. That man looks fine for like 50. I don't care."
oh my god.
Anywho, back to the list. Okay, number 5 is reading novels for pleasure, such as erotic or smut novels.
Like, dang, this is gonna sound terrible. I'm not big into reading. Like, I'll read if I find something I really like, but
Hmm.
I don't know. Like, I probably need a movie version.
Right. Like I've read, of course, I read 50 Shades because that was like all the rage when it came out. So I read that,
Yeah.
and then like there's another one I have up there, but it let me down. So I was like, all right. Like it had one scene in it that was like I guess erotic or whatever, and I'm like,
Yeah.
no, I'm good. So
I will say I did like those books. They weren't necessarily like romance novels, but it was like the biography books with the porn stars.
I love the How to Make Love Like a Porn Star.
Yeah. Well, which one was
I
that
like
one?
that one. That was Jenna Jameson. You got me that for
Yeah.
my birthday
I like
one
the
year.
Jenna Jameson one. And
Yeah.
then the one I can't
The
remember.
dancer. The dancer. I
Yeah.
can't think of her
Video
name
Girl.
either. Yes. Confessions of a Video Girl or something like that.
Yes.
Yeah,
Video
that was good.
Victim. Yeah.
I did like that. And like Motley Crue's book was pretty good. It got kind of wild. I read that one.
Oh, I
And
think I read some of it because it was your book.
The Dirt.
But
That one was
yeah.
pretty good. That was good. So I guess somewhat that's a guilty pleasure, but I ain't got no problem admitting that, to be honest.
Mm-mm.
All right, number 6 is eating dessert before dinner or whenever I feel like it.
Okay, I don't really have that issue.
I
Or
don't either. I mean, maybe when I was younger, I was kind of more into sweets. I don't really eat
yeah.
sweets as often now that I'm older, I guess. So, number 7 is eating out, ordering takeout when you just don't feel like cooking.
Oh man, that is my life. But it's more so that's what I have time for, especially
Yeah,
if I have a long day at work. There's no way I'm gonna come home and cook and go to bed and do it all over again.
right. No, I totally agree with that. Like now, when I worked at the funeral home, that was probably the most eating out we did. Or
Yeah.
like I'd grab like rotisserie chicken because you ain't got to do nothing with it.
Yeah.
But
There's a
other
hack.
than other than that, I mean, I cook now, but we live out in the country, so You can't really do the whole eating out very often. We got like Sonic, Subway, and McDonald's. And I don't like really either of those. All right, number 8 is eating food out of the jar or drinking beverages out of the carton.
I used to do that, especially with some juice.
Yeah. I used to probably do that too. Or like I used to get peanut butter and get a spoon and take a spoonful and then put it back, but I didn't double dip into the peanut butter.
I'm guilty for that. I do that with peanut butter and salsa.
She said this shit busts. Okay. Number 9 is playing video games on a device, on a computer, or on your phone.
Yeah, that's considered a guilty pleasure.
I guess so. I mean, I guess I don't go around telling everybody I play Monopoly Go until just now.
Man, my like attention deficit disorder is so wild. I have to play a game while I'm watching TV or it don't feel right.
Oh my god. And I think that's like a thing with like the newer generation because Colton
Yeah.
and the other 2 younger ones, they'll be playing like their Roblox or whatever on their tablet, but then they got the TV going too. It'd be driving me crazy sometimes. I'd be like, all right, everybody's gonna go somewhere else. Just because they're all in the same room doing it, and I'd be like, oh my god. So I could see that. I've been with someone that was addicted to their Xbox. So number 10 is keeping up with celebrity feuds.
How do you do that?
Not really like the feuds. I kind of more keep up with sometimes I'd say like celebrity dating a little bit, but not
Yeah.
even like overly obsessed with that. Like I'll be like, oh, that's interesting, and then that's kind of it.
Like I can if it's like circulating around like my timeline, like on like
Yeah.
Instagram or Facebook, then I can kind of know what's happening. But otherwise, if it's not on there, I don't know anything
Yeah.
about it.
I'll agree with that. Like if it's popping up a lot, I may like find myself like if I'm on TikTok and I keep seeing a video about it, I may keep watching it a little bit, I guess.
Yeah.
But I don't search it out or anything like that. All right, number 12, taking selfie after selfie until you get the perfect one.
Yes. That's a way of life. Like
I think that's all women.
exactly. Like who's gonna settle for the first couple of pictures? You gotta take at least like 10.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. You may get lucky to get a good one in the first 5, but it's usually about 10.
Yeah. I think every like blue moon though, you can kind of catch that rare like perfect selfie where you're like, holy shit, it's the holy grail.
Yes. Like last Friday, I took one of me walking out to the mailbox and the sun hit me just right and I was like, "Ooh, that's going on Snapchat." And it was just out of nowhere.
I love when that happens.
I do too. You'd be like, "I'm not that ugly. This is nice."
Why is that so accurate? After a while, you'd be like, oh my gosh, like I'm getting old and ugly now.
Mm-hmm. I was feeling like I looked like Fiona a couple times. It's fine.
Yeah. I want to say this one real fast too.
Yeah.
Like, and if you got to take like a special pic where it might be of a body part or something, you definitely can't settle on the first one because usually the first one is effed up.
Yes. Because you can't really see what you're doing. You gotta like take it and then look at it, and then you're like, oh, I need to move to the left or something. I don't know.
You'd be like, that looked a little dark.
Or you get like half of it. You'd be like, well.
Yeah, we ain't gotta do that no more.
Nice to be a man and do it. You just like, there it is.
Right. But don't do it, guys. It's not flattering. Save it for the, face-to-face interaction.
I have a couple good ones in my day.
Oh, but if that's what they're starting off with, like, hey, check out this dick
Don't do that.
Then it's gonna be a no for real for
It's
me.
gonna be a no for me. Number 13 is singing along to the music in your car extra loudly. And I was like, is that really a guilty pleasure? Because I feel like a lot of people do that. I mean, I'd be dancing, singing.
Yes, I was doing
It's a
that
concert.
yesterday.
I was doing it today.
Yeah, I don't know if I could consider that a guilty pleasure. I think that's just, just what you do, especially if you're by yourself.
I will say one thing, and I wrote it down for my own. A guilty pleasure that connects to that is when I'm depressed,
Yeah.
I like to play Runaway Train by Soul Asylum on repeat and just sing it like it's mine.
You'd be wishing, you'd be like, man, why didn't I think of this first? He can't even sing.
Like I'm at home writing lyrics that mean something. Although, do you remember when we were young and we used to play like games over the phone, like board game type stuff, and we were playing that truth or dare one, and I had to write a country song, and mine was good.
It
You
was
were like,
good.
I'm not even gonna try to top that. That was amazing. I was like, that's because my grandma country.
Wish we would have had that conversation recorded because I would love to hear that right now.
Oh, we did write a song though when we were walking around Mom's neighborhood.
Oh yeah, we wrote a couple of songs for that.
I mean, we had a beat and everything. It really is kind of sad that we didn't record it. And like Columbus finest, here we go.
We were all acting like we were in a music video.
We're all spinning around this park with our pipes jeans on.
Yes. Had on the stupid ass overalls or something.
Oh my God. I used to love to wear that Powerpuff Girl baby tee.
Yes, girl, if I could find that shirt now, I'd probably try to squeeze myself.
Right. It looked so cute with those wide leg corduroy like pants I had. I used to love that outfit. Man, number 14 does not go with me at all. It's sewing, knitting, or crocheting. Crocheting. Why did I say crocheting?
That's a guilty pleasure.
I guess I don't like to. I can't sew, so I'm not even gonna try.
Last thing I sewed was a pillow in middle school.
I made the football. Do you remember the football pillow?
I made up lips.
I did a football pillow in black and yellow so I could give it to my dad. I feel like Pittsburgh Steelers.
Man.
It was so janky. He was probably like, yeah, thanks. Man.
I wouldn't mind being able to learn how to do like that hand crocheting where you can make them big ass blankets and shit.
Mm-hmm.
That would be pretty.
I feel like I'd be tired though. Like my hands be cramping up.
Shoot, girl, just do it while you watching, 90 Day.
Just it's all your guilty pleasures at once.
I like that. Like, okay, I'll give you an example of that one. So if I'm doing if anyone knows me, I love anime.
Mm-hmm.
I am a nerd. So whenever I get into that mood where I'm binging like a good one, I have to eat like either some sushi or like some Chinese food. I'm like,
oh
no. All of it at once.
Oh, number 16 is working from your bed. I don't have that luxury, or I would.
That would be nice.
It would be. Number 17, falling asleep during a show or movie.
I'm sorry, you guys. Let me tell you that your co-host over here, Crystal Ryan, that is really her. That should be her number one guilty pleasure. Oh my gosh.
You know what's funny? Even now, yesterday we're watching Game of Thrones. Like every 5 minutes, he'd be like, "You sleeping over there? You sleeping over there?" I'd be like, "Damn, no." He'd be like, "Well, you know you do." I'm like, "Thanks."
Exactly. Amos, I understand your pain, man. She was
And like when
doing
he asks me,
too.
sometimes it'll wake me up. I'll be like, "No."
And we be knowing when you're lying. See, the key thing is you have to catch this girl before she tries to turn around on the couch. Because once that happens, she's not waking up. No matter if you talk to her or not, she gone.
I'd be tired. Oh man.
I'd be like,
When
don't
I was
think
doing
about
that, when I was
coming
like,
over.
shit. I was like, I'm guilty as fuck.
Man. Especially like if it's because you and me, like we would watch more than one movie every now
Mm-hmm.
and then. So especially if it's hanging on that second movie, she ain't making it.
Like, you want to watch all three of this, knowing I'm gonna make it through 1.5? And I've been doing this for years, guys. This isn't just because I'm old. This has been going on before I was old. Number 18 is taking the mini soaps and shampoos from the hotel.
It's meant for you to take, to be honest.
I think so. If I don't like the way it smells, though, I'm not taking it. I don't care.
Oh yeah, same. And half the time it dries the hell out of your skin.
Yeah. I just bring my own shit.
Yeah, that's what I normally do. I stick to what
Number
I know.
number right. Number 19 though. Make believe apartment / house hunting. I got a Zillow account. My ass ain't even about to buy nothing anytime soon.
My God, I do the same thing. In cities, I know my ass ain't moving to, but I'd be like, that's where I
What's
would
this
live
look
at.
like?
You look at that $1 million houses.
Yes. Yes. Like Amos be on there like being like real. He'd be like, "All right, we can afford about a $400,000 house mortgage," and I'm over here like, "But this $800,000." You mean mugging me like,
So
what kind of job do you think I have, bitch?
in a way, you guys kind of have an ideal situation. You have land, you just got to build the perfect house.
Yeah, now it's a little different because we can just look at what we want to build. But before, I'm all like, it's got a pool, a hot tub, it's got a shop, it's got a pond in the back. You want to go fish? We can do it all.
Man, girl
He's like,
is
we
not,
can. For $1
girl is
million.
not trying to do any sweat equity at all. She said that stuff better be there already.
Number 20 is whining or complaining. I mean, everybody complains or whines at some point about something.
Yeah.
So I don't like to whine or complain. In fact, I'm kind of the opposite. Like, I apologize if I complain too much.
Me too. I won't say anything. Unless
Well,
it takes to someone I know that's not gonna say anything either.
yeah, exactly. And then the last one is buying flowers or gifts for yourself and pretending somebody else sent them to you.
Oh Lord, that sounds a little cray cray. I've never done that.
I was like, I've never done that, but I could see where people would, I guess.
Yeah.
Hey,
I don't
guys.
think I've done anything even similar.
Never pretending like I got a gift from somebody. That's weird. Look at these roses. They're from some guy. I'm not wasting my money on it. If someone else didn't buy them, I don't want them.
I think with that buying yourself a gift, I think the closest thing I've ever done to something similar like that was maybe pretend I was somewhere that I really wasn't.
I'm trying to think if I've done that before.
Like, act like you're out partying or something. And
oh, yeah. Or pretending like I was home when I was somewhere I wasn't supposed to be. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I remember though when I was dating Rob and he was like, "Are you home?" I'm like, "Yeah." And I'm sending these black screen Snapchats, but really I was at Keith's house. You only think that's funny because you hate Rob.
hate him. I just strongly dislike it. But if he only knew, I was trying to help him out. I kept telling you, leave that man alone. He just was just getting crazier by the day. I know we need to tell some stories about that era one of these days.
We could definitely do the Men You Shouldn't Date saga.
Or like
because that was bad. Deepwood.
Yeah, the day in the life on Deepwood.
Don't even sound right.
That's what makes it even better. Because none of it was right. Yeah, you guys, I definitely think we're gonna make an episode of that. Because it gets pretty even.
I was gonna in like a real scenario. I was like, my guilty pleasure right now has been that Wade Wilson like killer stuff. Have you seen any of that?
Who's that?
He's the one that like killed those two girls in Florida. He's got all the tattoos on his face, but everyone thinks he's really hot. So like they've been releasing his like prison phone calls to all these different like women and like him trying to get money.
Damn.
And I'm like, I'm low key obsessed with it because I'd be like, damn, how many girlfriends you got, bro?
True crime does get like addicting. Like I love that stuff too.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely
serial killers.
Yes, that's definitely a guilty pleasure. But the Wade Wilson stuff, girl, if you get into it, you need to listen. Then you'll be there all day. I'm all listening to these phone calls like I know these people. Wade Wilson. Man. And like you can like he was good looking before the face tattoos and stuff, but like you still went around and killed two chicks for no reason. So I don't know why all these women are like, yes, he wouldn't do that to me. Don't be stupid.
You'll be the first one to go because he'll get bored. Right. He'll be like, damn, this bitch told me to do it.
You did.
Girl, anything else you wanted to add, girly?
No, I mean, I've got some other ones, but they're pretty normal. Like, I like to light pumpkin candles all year round.
The basic girl edition.
An iced white mocha and a pumpkin candle. I don't care what time of year it is.
I do like ice. I said ice spice. I meant to say pumpkin spice.
Oh, no. That got released today, y'all.
Oh, it did?
Y'all need it. Yeah. She's like, all right, wrap it up.
Right.
Time to go.
I was going to order from Starbucks today, too. And for some reason, I decided to just make my own coffee. So I probably would have got it, too.
I like the muffin, too. The pumpkin cream cheese muffin. Oh, that thing is so good.
I can't eat pumpkin flavored stuff. I just like to drink it.
See, I can eat it, but I can't drink it. I love pumpkin muffins. They're so good. My guilty pleasure is I put Halloween decorations up in August, and they don't come down until December.
Thanksgiving, she's got the Halloween tree, probably.
Amos bought me a black Christmas tree, okay? Just because he knows.
This girl, she needs to be like an interior design. Because she knows how to put some shit together.
A budget.
Yes, on a budget at that. So if you're in the Texas area and you need help designing.
Drop in my Venmo below again.
Well, friends, that is all the time we have for today. So thank you for coming back to listen in.
Thank you.
We love you. And we want to hear from you. Like, we do this because we love entertaining you guys. I know we're crazy. And if you guys like crazy, this is the channel for you. If you like sex, this is really the channel. I shouldn't say that because people will probably start being like, ooh, I found a new OnlyFans channel.
I mean, I'll talk about it all day if we're getting paid for it. I'm trying to stay home and work, y'all. So,
man, me too. Like, I still want to work my regular job, but I'm okay with having a little extra hustle. I want to buy a house too, man. I don't want to pretend on Zillow.
Yeah, we don't want to look on Zillow with things we can't afford anymore.
Exactly.
We want to buy them.
But we love you guys, and we'll see you next Thursday.